There are institutions that leave records, and there are institutions that leave legends. The black school belongs to the latter. It does not appear in official histories, ecclesiastical registries, or known occult catalogs. Its location varies by source: beneath a cathedral, below a forgotten city, or sealed inside a cavern no longer accessible. All accounts agree on one point: the school was underground. Not symbolically, physically. According to the legend, the black school accepted only 7 students at any given time. No applications were permitted. No invitations were issued. Candidates were identified. Each student received instruction rather than explanation. A letter, a phrase spoken by a stranger, a dream that repeated until obeyed. They were told where to go. They were told where to descend. They were warned never to attempt to return the way they came. The entrance sealed behind them. The curriculum was divided into years, though no record agrees on their length. The first year concerned recognition. Students were taught symbols, names, and correspondences, how to perceive patterns that others could not, and how to conceal that perception. The second year concerned invocation, not summoning, invitation. Students learned what could be addressed safely and what required negotiation, and what could only be acknowledged in silence. The third year concerned cost. At this point, the records fragment. One source claims students were required to abandon language. Another describes instruction conducted entirely in darkness. The surviving note states only, they were taught what knowledge demands in return. All versions of the legend agree there were rules. The first rule prohibited departure. The second rule prohibited questions. The third rule prohibited memory. Students were instructed not to record what they learned, not in writing, not verbally, not even internally. Knowledge was to be held temporarily, then released. Failure did not result in dismissal. Those who failed were retained. According to the legend, only one student ever completed the curriculum. The others vanished, claimed by madness, death, or something less clearly defined. Their names do not survive. In severe accounts, their families never realized they were gone. The final student was permitted to leave. There was no ceremony, no witnesses. When questioned about what had been taught below, the graduate refused to answer. Pressed further, they offered a single statement: the teachers were not demons, they were instructors. Later versions of the legend add a final detail. They claim the black school was not an occult institution, but a preparatory one, that its purpose was not to create sorcerers, but intermediaries, and that upon completing the final lesson, the last student was claimed by Satan himself, not as punishment, but as fulfillment of contract. Shortly thereafter, the school closed, or relocated. Similar legends appear across multiple cultures: subterranean academies, strict prohibitions against memory, and a single leaving initiate. Skeptics attribute these stories to fear surrounding forbidden knowledge and secret instruction. Others note something more consistent. The emphasis is always on procedure. Instruction precedes understanding. Yet the black school never existed. The precision of its rules is difficult to explain. If it did exist, its disappearance raises a more concerning question. Schools do not vanish when their purpose is fulfilled. They vanish when the curriculum is no longer theoretical. End of entry. Further access restricted.